The British Classic Yacht Club Regatta gets ever more popular each year and is certainly one of our favourites. This year not least because of stunning boats such as Mariquita, Mariette, Tweeger and the Lady Anne, some of the world's most beautiful classics. With 45 entries, this year's regatta was one of the largest gatherings of classics seen in the Solent since the 2001 America's Cup Jubilee. The fleet was divided into 4 IRC classes, with the largest yachts Charlie Rowe's Mariette, James Thorne's Mariquita, Paul Goss and Richard LeMay's the Lady Anne, the Yacht Club de Monaco's Tweeger, and Richard Bendy's Kelpie, all competing in Class 0. Class 2 featured 10 entries, including the former America's Cup challenger Scepter, now cared for by the Scepter Trust, along with David Murren's Setaweo and Clive Emerson's Lutine. Among the 14 boats which raced in Class 3 was Tim Blackman's Infanta, David Orton's St David's Light, as well as the former Morning Cloud 2, now called Opposition, which has been fully restored under the ownership of Peter Wright. With 15 competitors, Class 4 was the largest of the fleets and included, amongst others, Adam Gosling's Sinbad of Abasok, Barry Martin's aptly named A Day at the Races, as well as Chris and Liz Day's Thendara. Over the course of the week, the boats competed in 6 races, the first of which was the Round the Island race Easterbout on the Monday. We joined Class 0 on Wednesday for their race to Yarmouth, and it could be said that the Solent looked more like the Mediterranean than the south coast of England. In the hope that a thermal wind would kick in, the race officers had set this class a long run. Unfortunately, the sea breeze failed to really materialise and the large yachts struggled against a strong flood tide. At the finish line it was the beautiful 12-metre Wings which took line honours and the win on corrected time, with Tweeger in second and the Lady Anne in third. By the end of the week, the results for Class 0 stood provisionally with the Yacht Club de Monaco's Tweeger in first place, Charlie Rowe's Mariette in second, and Paul Goss and Richard LeMay's the Lady Anne in third. There was no closer battle for the overall series than in Class 4, where going into the last race, Roger Dan's Leone and Lance Rowell's Dorothy were tied on points. In the crucial final race, the upper hand in that battle went to Leone, which finished second behind Adam Gosling's Sinbad of Abasok. Dorothy struggled to find her form and could only manage an 11th. The final day's results gave Roger Dan and his crew aboard Leone a well-deserved class victory by 9 points, from Sinbad of Abasok, whose win leapfrogged them past Dorothy into second. In Class 3, despite winning the final race, Brian and Yvonne Turner's Clarion of White had to concede the overall series to Martin Thomas's Charm of Rue by a margin of just 3 points. David Messon's Josephine, which at the beginning of the week had scored well in the Round the Island race, also put a consistent series together for the rest of the regatta, helping her to secure third overall. Throughout the regatta there was little doubt in Class 2 about who the winning boat would be. David Murren's Setaweo won both legs of a Round the Island race, the Ladies' Day race, as well as 3 other races to finish on 8 points, 12.6 points ahead of the next boat. Second was the Earl of Cork and Orrery and David Glasgow's Athena, and they will have been equally pleased to have won their week-long battle against a fellow 8-metre Ilderim. Ilderim finished on a high too, by taking a win in the final race. Third overall in Class 2 was the 12-metre Wings. Wings impressed everyone with its speed during the regatta, never more so than the opening round the island race, when they managed to lead the whole fleet home by some considerable margin. Setaweo's stellar performance during the week earned David Murrin and his polished team the 2008 British Yacht Club Regatta overall title. The Brian Keelan Memorial Trophy for the best gaff-rigged yacht was awarded to the Yacht Club de Monaco's Twiga.
Well, that's it for this week, but we're now only days away from the start of Scandia Cowes Week. So join us from Saturday for daily reports from the world's oldest and largest regatta. And if you're coming to Cowes, watch out for our new network of high-definition screens throughout Cowes, which will be bringing you daily action from the regatta. See you then.